Good day, everyone. This is your blogger Clint at your service, and for today's content, we're gonna tackle about the prison and jail escapes in the Philippines and the correctional administration, security lapses, and its solution. I guess many of you guys don't know what happened during August 13, 1989. It was a bloody and cruel Davao hostage crisis that happened in Davao Metropolitan District Command Center. It was staged by an escapee of Davao Prison and Penal Farm named Felipe Pugoy. He was the leader of the Wild Boys of Dapicol, a notorious gang inside the prison. The hostage crisis ended with 21 deaths, 5 hostages, and 16 inmates, and one of those hostages was Jacqueline Hamel. She is an Australian missionary that was raped and killed inside by the gang of Felipe Pugoy. It was on this said event that Mayor Rodrigo Roa Duterte was known all over the Philippines of its action during the crisis, where he let himself be the hostage in exchange for the hostages that was captured by Felipe Pugoy. And at this juncture, we're going to be talking about the correctional administration and security lapses and its solution.
First lapses that I have observed is the officers inside the facility is being complacent. This brings destruction inside the facility that they let the 5 hostages that were part of Joyful Assembly of God to preach, knowing that the prison itself is in chaos and a high possibility of inmates stage and hostage due to their hate on government of Cory Aquino. Next is not enough officers. If they have enough officers inside the facility, they might be able to avoid the hostage crisis or even stop it. It turns out that the officers inside were being threatened by the inmates themselves instead of the inmates feared the officers. And lastly, the officers are not well equipped and not well trained. It was clearly showed on the crisis that the officers inside the prison doesn't have the equipment or enough equipment to stop the inmates. If they have the proper equipment, inmates would think twice to stage the hostage because it will harm them without achieving their goal.
And for the solution that I would suggest,
Solutions that I see that is needed to further strengthen the security of the facility or correctional facility. First is to revolutionize the correctional institution. In this way, officers in the institution itself will change in a fast pace that makes the institution well equipped, builds facilities for inmates and jail officers. Is extensive training for jail officers. I know many officers nowadays got overweight. That makes them an uncultured swine that tarnish the image of the public servant serving the people in the Philippines. And lastly, add more officers into the organization. I believe in a saying that 2 is better than 1. The more the officers inside the facility, the more the inmate will not dare to commit serious crime inside.
and that is for today's content. Thank you for watching and listening. Bye bye.